The settlement was loud with voices. Merchants shouted prices, machines hissed, and strange animals cried in cages. Yet in all that noise, there was one small sound that no one seemed to hear. It was the soft whimper of a little alien girl, sitting alone in the dirt. Her skin was pale like moonlight, her hair tangled with dust, and her big dark eyes looked empty. She was tiny, thinner than a shadow. Her legs lay stiff beneath her, useless and broken. She tried to move them, but they did not answer her. Around her neck hung a thin piece of rope once used to drag her like a burden. People passed her without looking, alien workers, traders, even children. They all stepped around her as if she was nothing but another stone on the ground. Some sneered, some whispered cruel words, one laughed. "She cannot even crawl. She is a waste," another muttered. "Her kind should not survive." But none of them stopped. The girl lifted her hand weakly. "Please, water," she whispered. Her voice was dry, almost gone. But no one cared. A woman pushed past, spilling a bit of drink from her jug. The girl tried to lick the drops from the dirt. That was how low she had fallen. Inside her chest, hope had been dying slowly. Every night she slept in the corner of the street. Every morning she woke to hunger. She remembered once having a mother, soft arms around her. But the mother had gone, taken by sickness or by choice. The girl could not know. All she knew was the emptiness left behind. Her people were harsh, strength was all they respected, weakness was shame. To them, she was not even alive. She was a burden that should have been left to die. So they did, they left her, they forgot her. The sky darkened as a cold wind swept through the market. Dust stung her eyes. Her small body shook. She hugged herself, rocking slowly, waiting for the storm to pass, waiting for her life to end. Then something happened. A shadow fell across her. She thought it was another cruel one come to kick her aside. But when she looked up, she froze. It was not one of her kind, it was a human. The human stood tall, wrapped in worn clothes from travel. His eyes were sharp but kind. He looked down at her as if he actually saw her, not as trash, not as burden, but as a living being. The girl blinked in confusion. Her lips trembled. She wanted to beg, but the words would not come. She only lifted her cracked hand slowly, like a dying flower reaching for light. The human knelt, his boots pressed into the dirt. His voice was gentle but strong. "Hey, little one, are you all right?" No one had ever asked her that, not once. Tears filled her eyes. She shook her head. Her legs twitched uselessly. She whispered, "I cannot walk. No one helps me." The human's jaw tightened. His hands opened a small flask. He held it out to her lips. The girl hesitated. Was this real? Was this kindness not a trick? But thirst one. She drank, the cool water burning down her dry throat like fire. Around them, voices muttered, "Look at the human wasting time. Why feed that broken thing? Fool." They sneered, but he did not listen. His eyes stayed on her. "Where is your family?" he asked. She shook her head. Her eyes lowered. A single tear traced her cheek. She whispered, "Gone." Silence hung between them. A silence louder than the market noise. The human sighed. He brushed dust from her hair gently. The girl flinched, not used to touch. But he was careful, patient. His hand was warm. Her heart beat faster. Something strange filled her chest. Something she thought had died. Hope, still, fear whispered inside her. Everyone left. Everyone mocked. Everyone hated her. Would this human be the same? Would he give water, then walk away forever? She waited for him to rise and leave. That was the pattern of her life. But he stayed, his gaze firm, his voice steady. "You are not nothing," he said quietly. "I see you." The girl's breath caught. The words cut deeper than any cruelty, because no one had ever said them before. Her lips trembled. She whispered, Why do you help me?" The human looked around at the crowd that ignored her. His face hardened. Because they won't, he answered. And in that moment, the little broken alien girl, forgotten by her own people, felt something spark in her soul. A human had seen her. A human had given her water. A human had spoken to her as if she mattered. The market noise continued. The storm winds blew. The people mocked. But none of that mattered anymore. Something had changed. Something had begun. She clutched the flask in her trembling hands, staring up at the human with wide eyes. For the first time in forever, she thought maybe, just maybe, she had a chance.